You may meet people along your offshoring journey that have snarky comments, little quips and thoughts, and what we'll call drive-by advice around offshoring. But let me tell you a story and why you must bypass the naysayers and focus on your goals. Number one, think of the why you're doing this. This is your money. You want to become more profitable. You want greater margins in cost of customer acquisition or gross margin in service delivery. Whatever the reason is, you'll have to stick to your why. This happened to me. A couple of years ago, we have a sales training team at Sales for Life. And that team's based in Manila, Philippines. So we are about to launch the training program with a customer, and their head of sales enablement makes a snarky comment to myself and my business partner that says, well, why should we be paying your full service fees? Now, Sales for Life, the average deal is $100,000. Why should we be paying a bill like that when you have offshore talent? Shouldn't you be charging a tenth of this? And that is just one of those comments that is rooted in time and materials thinking, employee time and materials thinking, not value creation. I said, listen, you're not paying us for time and materials, you're paying us for outcomes. And you've seen our customer list. We've enabled 600 global customers. Basically, half the Fortune 500 are a customer of ours. What are you talking about? But I said, you know what? If you have one complaint from one seller, then let's talk about a discount. I'm going to kind of prove you wrong. Well, ironically, our customer absolutely loved us. The sellers would go on for weeks at a time, and they'd be working with our trainers offshore, who were offshore in Manila, and people would start the calls, and I would listen to these Zoom calls. Oh man, how's the weather where you are right now? And they had no idea that my teammates were in Manila. I mean, this went on for weeks. Our sales trainers would never say where they lived. They had an accent like they were your next door neighbor. Long of the short, our net promoter scores and our survey scores come back flawless. We show them to the customer. I don't say anything to this sales enablement leaders, executive leaders. I don't go to the CEO and the chief revenue officer and chief marketing officer and complain about these snarky comments. I just stick to my goal. I believe in what I'm doing. I know that we have a great team. We create tremendous value, and it creates value for everybody. It's a win-win-win. You see, I employ great teammates. I am more profitable, thus I can serve you better, and I can charge reasonable rates, but still very profitable rates to ensure that you get a great customer experience. So I wanted to give you this story because you will encounter people who are nationalist, people who are biased, people who make these snarky comments, but stick to the reason, your why you are offshoring. And remember that it's your money, it's your company, not other people's. Thanks a lot.